They say a rose by any other name is just a rose.
Just a rose?
Is that what it is?
Still a rose?
What if there were 4 of those roses, though? Wouldn't that still be just one rose, or is that 4 of them?
I think it'd be 4 roses by any other name would still be 4 roses.
But what if they were in a single barrel?
Now it could be a bourbon.
And that's what we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the 4 Roses Single Barrel Bourbon.
That is correct.
Whoa.
That is all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
100 proof. 100 proof.
100 proof. That's a lot of proof.
This was
at least 50% alcohol.
That's at least 50%.
And 100% proof.
Exactly. Okay. This was purchased at our local Costco.
Okay.
$36.99, $37.
All right.
Okay, which I think is usually a little bit less. Like usually they have a pretty decent deal. If Costco has it, it's usually like at least $4 or $5 cheaper than everywhere else. So probably normally a $40 bourbon, but we will find out. This one is picked specifically. They barrel these, like I said, obviously single barrel, so they're all completely separate. They get 180 bottles, it said, out of each barrel, which I found that to be a fascinating number.
Okay.
But they are actually hand labeled.
They're very little barrels.
Yeah, they're
very little bottles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not a 750 ml bottle. It's it's a full size bottle. They're actually labeled on there what warehouse they came out of, what barrel, all that kind of stuff. Cool. So they do all that thing, which is very neat. Very kind of when you think about like Blanton's and things like that, usually those are always labeled about like what area of the warehouse they were in. So I always think that stuff is kind of cool. Aged a minimum of 7 to 10 years. There's not a specific age range on here, or I should say age date, because this is all based on when the distiller, when he tastes it and says, "Ooh, smooth."
And also high rye.
Ooh, that's right. It is a little more concentration of the rye, isn't it?
Hand-picked.
Did you want to read the tasting notes?
No, I don't want to read the tasting notes.
Let's make our own then.
No.
Okay, let's just go have our own.
That's right, because bourbon has to be at least 51% corn.
That's true.
So of that 49%,
it's 48%.
Yes, there's a significant amount of rye.
That's
so
right.
We're going to do that. 4 Roses, do they fall under the umbrella of other, or are they their own thing?
I knew you were going to ask that.
No, I shouldn't have asked that. And I almost didn't ask it because
that's okay.
Damn it!
You saw me looking afraid.
It's painful. Painful editing.
You saw me.
Ahead.
No, that's okay.
No.
We're going to type.
Is it under the
live
Buffalo
right
Trace?
now? We're going to say who owns 4 Roses. This is going to be live.
Is it under Buffalo Trace?
So you don't have to look it up for yourself.
Is it under?
It's Kieran Holdings America Incorporated. So
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Looks like we are safe. It is not a Buffalo Trace. It is not one of it is not one of the Buffalo Trace conglomerate.
Kieran. Okay.
The Buffalo Trace Illuminati. As you saw, this barrel or this bottle is already open.
Okay.
I have not had any.
Okay.
My wife had some.
I have not had any.
My wife had some.
Oh, okay, good.
So I wanted full disclosure.
So
there.
if
She'll be like, "Oh, he's already tried it."
Yes, we haven't, and we've not spoken with her.
No,
to get any information from her. So
we have not.
So here we are. All right.
So, guess what? Color bourbon.
It's the color bourbon.
It's
copper orange,
copper honey kind of looking. Yep. Yeah, a little orange in there. Yep. Like I said, nothing.
Got a nice color though to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so.
Oh gosh, and I almost just spilled it all over the table. It's got a nice color.
That would have been awful.
Yes.
At least it would have been on your iPad. All right.
Yes.
To the aroma. I'm honestly surprised for 100 proof, the deep inhale that I can take. It's actually very, like I said, on the nose is just in general, the aromas are very smooth. It's not like, alcohol doesn't hit you too hard like any of those other things.
No,
I
agree with that.
A nice aroma. Are you getting anything like specific?
I get some like mild caramel notes. And a little bit of and a little bit of the grain probably from the rye, but it's like got a sort of sweetness to it, a caramely sweetness.
Yeah,
and not like I'm not like I'm getting the nuttiness from that. I'm just getting a caramel note.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm getting definitely like some spice, not quite pepper or anything like that, but almost like a not quite chili, but just as there's a spice in there. I get the caramel, but I almost was going to go like either hazelnut or macadamia nut.
Okay.
Something kind of sweeter, but still a little bit, because I get some of that in there too, but the aroma is actually really good.
It actually is.
It smells
the very
nice.
First hit, it was a little less defined, but as it's kind of opened up even a little bit more, there's definitely a lot of good stuff going on in there.
Is this something you'd actually like to taste now then, since we already have it in the glass?
Well, we've gone this far. Okay. We shouldn't stop now.
All right. Okay. Let's taste it.
There's definitely the heat in there now.
Yeah. There's a lot of spice that comes back toward the front of my tongue.
Yeah.
Like tip of my tongue, like every sip, like I kind of thought, like I said, I took a few because sometimes, after your first hit, some of that stuff will kind of go away. Definitely very tingly, spicy on the front of the tongue.
This tongue is on fire.
Wow, it's Alicia Keys over here all of a sudden. Did not know she was coming in the studio today, but I'm super appreciative.
At least, toward the front. There's definitely a lot going on there.
I almost get like a little bit. I'm getting many of the things that we got in the aroma. Like you said, you talked about the caramel.
Yep, I'm getting that.
It is fairly smooth mid palate, and the finish I think overall is fairly smooth. It's a little heat,
a little bit,
but it's not like I said, it's not overly spicy back there. It's more toward the front. But I'm also getting a little like smoky in there too. There's some sort of like leathery, smoky, like there's an extra layer of something in there that's not just those sweet flavors, which I like. It is.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Very complex flavor profile, I think.
There's a lot going on, but it is overall, even the spiciness is there and the heat is there, but it's still pretty smooth though overall.
Yes,
and with a lot of nice balance in the flavors.
Yeah, and 100 proof is not like the highest thing we've ever had. Obviously, we did the Stag Junior on a podcast,
right? Which was like 113,
132.
Oh, 132.
Yeah,
okay.
We looked at that one just the other day, and that one's delicious. But that one's got some fire to it. This one does, like I said again. I want to comment that it's just a lot toward the front. Like it really comes back for like you're kind of savoring it, tasting it, and then when you get that finish, it's just amazing how like I said, it's like the front third of my tongue is just like. Someone's, playing some cymbals, like little tingles, like kind of going on or something like, yeah, someone's doing Angry Young Man on the front of my tongue there with the piano. But the rest of it though, very smooth. I think great complex. This is really good. I really like this.
It's very good.
I think it's definitely better than, like I said, I've had some other Four Roses things here and there. I think this is probably definitely one of my favorites of the couple others that I have had.
I know we did one on a podcast previously that you could go actually to the archives at AboutBeverages.com and check that out and see what we thought of that one. But which is what I'll probably have to do.
Yeah, I was going to say which one it was. To look.
Yeah, but this one's definitely can. It would be good by itself. You could the price point. I don't know if this is the one you want to mix, but it actually would mix well. I think it makes some.
It would make
drinks.
A fantastic like Manhattan. I think too, because if you added more of the sweet of some other things, I think that would work really well. Because you're getting some of the spice and like I said, the little bit of smoke and things.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're someone that is $40 bourbon and under, you don't mind mixing. I think it would make a delicious
drink.
Manhattan for sure. Along with and. I don't know. I think if you go down to whiskey sour, you probably should pick something else because you're not.
Yeah, probably.
You're kind of cut out. But whereas the Manhattan, I think, kind of makes a bourbon still shine. Where I think I don't mind spending a little bit more.
Yep.
Since these are all different from different individual bourbon barrels, your mileage may vary. About like some may have a little less smoke, some may have a little more spice, like all that kind of stuff. So, everyone's going to be a little bit different, but at least for this barrel that we are having right here, I like this one quite a lot.
I agree.
And hopefully you guys all agree that a good place to go if you want to check out 11 years worth of content is AboutBeverages.com. That's where you can find all of our podcasts, our videos, news articles, everything we have ever done is up there on that website. If you only want the latest and greatest when it comes to videos and other things, YouTube is a great place to subscribe. You can find out when all of the new content hits if you hit the little subscribe button and reminder things, which we do appreciate. That definitely helps us out as we grow that channel along with here on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. Most Thursday nights.
We're here.
Live stuff, doing the tastings. So we appreciate that. I think I've covered everything. Is there anything I haven't covered? Is there anything audio-wise or pillars or anything? I hit it all, right? I didn't miss anything.
No, you missed a few things.
Oh, damn it. What did I miss?
Did we talk about podcasts?
No.
If you don't want to actually watch us, it's the same audio.
Exact same.
Just no video.
No video.
Just
save your bandwidth.
Yeah, so you can do that, especially if you're on the go, or just for whatever reason, that's your preference. We are there. We're at most places you find your podcast: iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Odds are, if there's a place that you listen to podcasts, you'll find us there.
That's true.
And then there's also the 3 pillars.
The 3 pillars.
What is our favorite
pillar? What is our favorite pillar?
Our favorite pillar is Twitter. Twitter is what we do most often. This guy does it during the week, letting you know when he's online gaming and trying different things. We will let you know Thursday nights, a little bit before we do go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. That's the place that you will find that up-to-date information and things like that. But we also do Facebook.
Yeah.
And Instagram. You'll also find us there. But the most interaction we will have is on Twitter.
Yeah. If you want every going live notification, things we're tasting throughout the week, Twitter is definitely the best place for all that.
To participate
Yes. Thank you for mentioning that again. Yeah, actually, we've been doing that every week. We were trying to put up a poll of at least a couple different options of letting you guys pick the beverage that we're going to be trying throughout the week. We're trying to kind of open that up so that people have a little bit more of a chance of something that either is available in their area or what they are most interested in. So we are appreciative of that if you want to go there and check those out. Sunday afternoons through Thursday is usually when that poll will be live. It'll be the pinned tweet. You'll be able to find it very easily.
Okay.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.